Welcome to the Underdogs TED Talk night.
Wow! I can't believe we got this whole set.
We've all put together a presentation and we're going to be giving them to each other tonight. None of us know what each of us have prepared. Should be fun. I'm first.
We're a bit worried about this one. I think we all have different levels of preparedness.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
My name's Little Z and today I've decided to do my presentation on ranking Shrek characters by how hot they are. The age-old question, who's the hottest Shrek character? Today we're going to find out.
I do think that.
Starting with the titular character of Shrek.
The what?
Now, at first glance, you might think that Shrek is not hot. But that might be because he's bald, you know, he's got a big nose, he is overweight, he's green, not very attractive, and he has no fashion sense. But I believe this is due to the human-ogre comparison. We can't really judge ogre attractiveness. So if we compare Shrek to some of the ogres in Shrek Forever After, I mean, these are just disgusting. We can actually see that Shrek is one of the most fuckable ogres, second only to Brogan, of course. And so that's why I put Shrek in A tier.
Whoa.
Now moving on to his partner in crime, Donkey.
You can't rank these.
He's a hot piece of ass. You'd be wrong. Now, Donkey, I mean, let's have a look at his characteristics though. He's got large buck teeth. He's pretty damn annoying to everyone he meets. And despite the name of being an ass, he's got a very thin dumpy. And that's why I put Donkey fittingly in the D tier.
Oh shit.
Should be an illegal tier.
Now let's move on to Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now, very sexy, I assume. I don't really know. There's no other dragons to compare to in the Shrek universe. And also literally hot, can breathe fire, surrounded by lava. That begs the question, how is Donkey punching so far above his weight with Dragon? Why are they together? Well, for one, Donkey is funny. Ladies love a sense of humor. Possibly the first time Dragon's ever been flirted with by anyone, because there's also no other dragons in the Shrek cinematic universe, so she's kind of got to settle for anything. And that and the speed at which Donkey locked her down with some mutant babies, I think Dragon's in S tier after that.
Respect.
All right, let's move on to the fairy godmother.
Yuck.
Now, personal opinion, not really for my tastes, but she does have a few very hot qualities that you can't deny. So let's have a look at them here. She can sing, she can dance, as we see in Holding Out for a Hero. Yeah. She also can literally perform magic. Now, that's pretty good for any partner, and will probably love potion you even if you don't think she's hot. So after all this though, pretty old. So held back a bit by the age, I don't think she can make it higher than a B tier here.
How is there one human underneath the ogre?
But she's B tier, but remember guys, happiness is just a teardrop away. So we're gonna drop her down to C tier. I'm pretty happy with that placement. Now let's have a look at her
Zack's
son.
so proud of that one.
I get it. I didn't get it
Let's have a look at her son,
I still
Prince
don't get it.
Charming.
Teardrop, like he dropped down the tier.
Oh shit.
You guys are fucking idiots.
We're led to believe he's the most charming prince in all the land. But is this actually true? Well, Prince who exactly? We know that he's the son of the fairy godmother, but did you know that her real name is Dama Fortuna? And he's not Prince Fortuna, so clearly the charming has to be self-proclaimed. So then let's have a look at his pros and cons. Well, pros, I mean, you can't deny he's pretty damn physically attractive, but the cons is kind of everything else. He's got a terrible personality, can't sing if you've seen the Shrek 2 DVD extras, and yeah, pretty much everything. So that's why Prince Charming doesn't make it higher than B tier, despite the looks.
Lower than Shrek?
Moving on to Gingerbread Man Gingy. Little evidence in the Shrek series of any romantic involvement. But, and just also a terrible, terrible, horrific look at that. That is the... Whoa!
Oh, shit.
I had to close it was that bad.
What happened?
That is just the face of a virgin. Anyway, but then we see Gingy somehow ends up with Tinkerbell, so put a bit of respect on him. Purely for that, Gingy makes it up to a C tier. He was going to be a bit lower.
He canonically fucked.
Now moving on to Fiona, human form. Now, guys, I think we can all agree on this one. Fiona's fucking hot. And if you want a bit of evidence to back that up, we also see that she's chosen over Cinderella and Snow White by Lord Farquaad. Very shallow guy, just looks at the looks. And then also many, many knights have just died trying to be with her. And if that's not a desirable, very hot princess, I don't know what is. Now let's move on. Oh, she's an S tier. So I thought that went without saying. Yeah. Now let's move on to Lord Farquaad himself. At first, we're led to believe he's not hot. He's the antagonist of the Shrek movies. Well, at least the first one, before he, spoiler alert, dies. Anyway, he's got some attractive qualities though. He's got a chiseled jawline, some very smooth, silky locks of hair. You got money, you got power. He's literally the king of a kingdom And good sense of fashion. But just remember, he's also really fucking short, and you know that ladies don't like it, so we're gonna put him in F tier. Despite all of his good qualities. Now, if you're that short, you don't get higher than that.
Oh shit.
He couldn't reach the higher tiers. Let's look at Puss in Boots now. Now he's can't deny he's confident, strong, and handsome. But is he more cute than hot, especially when he pulls the hat down, the cute eyes? If we look at the Puss in Boots movie, which I haven't actually seen, he's constantly chasing after Kitty Softpaws, who does not reciprocate too much. And just due to this, I feel like he's not that hot of a cat. Must be B tier.
Kitty Softpaws.
Wait, how did he get to B? What?
Because he's still pretty strong, handsome. Anyway, let's move on to Pinocchio. Now, guys, what is the hottest personality trait anyone can have?
Some hardwood.
Oh,
Extendable
wait, we got a question.
appendage.
No, I was going to answer it, but go
Yeah,
on.
what?
Long nose?
No.
Hardwood.
Honesty, baby. Telling the truth. That is hot. Unfortunately, he doesn't really tell the truth. He's a bit of a compulsive liar.
Yeah.
And that is why Pinocchio, you might think there's one redeeming factor. The nose, but splinters is all I need to say. And that's going to be D tier for Pinocchio.
Oh.
Poor guy.
Fair play.
Let's have a look at Donkey and Stallion form now.
yeah.
Yeah, still annoying, but you can't deny the physical looks do get much better. But still a thin dumpy. What's with that? Anyway, the last thing said, confidence is sexy. So that's why he moves all the way up to B tier from the original D that Donkey was. Likewise, let's look at Human Shrek.
Yeah, he's alright.
Oh, but if you want some reasoning, look, when he first becomes Human Shrek, all the girls are all over him swooning, come on. And he must be hotter than Ogre form, so that's an S tier for Human Shrek, baby.
Wow.
It's kind of racist.
Now let's look at Fiona in ogre form. On the flip side, standout human, but is she just an average ogre? Well, she is married to Shrek, who we know is pretty damn hot from earlier, and the same great personality. So that means Fiona a little lower, but still in A tier,
Literally
even
just
as an
racist.
ogre.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
This is just racism.
Damn.
Now let's have a look at King Harold. We're almost done, guys. King Harold, not the best looker, but definitely some good qualities. He's incredibly rich. He's the most powerful man in Far, Far Away, and he's super famous. Everyone knows him. But he's also a fucking frog. He's a disgusting frog. Not even an attractive frog.
This is
He's
a
got
great
goatee
slide.
still. Oh. So that's why King Harold is definitely going to be the least attractive character in Shrek. Bottom of F tier.
Damn.
Which begs the question, how's Fiona such a smoking hot babe when her dad is King Harold, the ugliest Shrek character? Well, her dad is a disgusting frog, but what about her mum? Let's have a look at Queen Lillian. Queen Lillian is the missing link between King Harold and Princess Fiona. And that's an F tier dad going to an S tier daughter. So I've come to only one possible conclusion from all this, and that is that Queen Lillian is the hottest character in Shrek. Triple S tier. That's the only possible explanation of the Harold, Lillian, and Fiona gene line. And there you have it, guys. The hottest character in Shrek.
Wow,
Thanks for
well
watching.
done. Well done.
Any questions? Do I ask for questions?
I don't think they do that. Do you have questions? I feel like you covered all
I
about
have no
everything
questions.
I could have ever thought about.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
ready.
I like how you're on your knees for this part.
Ready?
Why ants are the most animal?
Just in case you guys can't fucking read. Jordan's in shambles already.
Mine is so slow compared to Zack's. Ants are the most powerful animal. You're probably thinking tigers are more powerful than ants and could beat them in a fight. Tigers, here are some facts about tigers, why they're good. Tigers only have about 7.7% body fat, which means the rest of their body is practically all muscle. They're able to use their long and sharp teeth to impale their victims and kill them in one bite. A final reason tigers are strong is their long legs.
That's it.
So it sounds like they could probably beat an ant in a fight.
You would think that.
There are so many ants in the world. There's 1 quadrillion ants.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
There's not many tigers, as
No.
you can see. Only 3,900.
There's not many tigers.
That's his whole point.
This means if you had a battle, there would be one tiger for every two. There's a lot of ants. What is that? Like 256
256 trillion.
trillion.
Yeah.
So
Whoa.
there's like a big discrepancy. So tigers will lose a fight versus ants, as you can see.
That's true.
What about anteaters though? Surely they can kill ants, you might be
This is
thinking.
going.
So I did a bit of Googling. How many ants would it take to kill an anteater? Now I had a professional who studies animals respond. A lot. Over 9,000 to be exact. There's only 5,000 anteaters in the world. So there's no way. There's way more than 9,000 ants for each anteater.
Yep.
Ants are even athletic,
Whoa.
as demonstrated by this video here. You're probably thinking, what about water?
Yeah.
Maybe ants could drown in water.
I was thinking that.
Well, watch this.
You gonna tell us what this is, or?
Oh, it's a bit quiet. Anyway,
Can you summarize?
they made a raft and they can swim in the raft.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
So they can defeat all the elements. They're even fire ants. Now that you know ants could kill any animal and any element, here is why you should fear them even more.
So slow.
Humans were weak until we invented farms so that other people could do things, such as make houses and guns.
What?
Ants also have specific jobs, so they will probably make guns in the future.
What is this Google search?
Just how humans developed from making farms to specific jobs, ants are likely to do the same thing.
Hey Google, ants have different jobs.
As you can see, this is our future, so we should be worried. Now you know ants can defeat all animals and all elements and will probably make weapons in the future. Humans probably could never defeat ants as they are too small to get hit by bullets, and if instead humans use poison, they would probably have to poison everything ever, including food, and will probably die from this. However, let's be a bit imaginative. Let's pretend that maybe it could happen by some miracle act by a religious figure, or we develop a poison that can only kill ants, that all ants are gone. Here are some religious figures.
Thanks.
Here's a video I found online. Oh, let's just skip. Anyway.
What was that?
Without insects, there would be probably no life on Earth. I just summarized, that's the start of the video and the end of the video.
Oh, why?
First, all the plants will die if there are no ants.
Why?
I can't remember. But then the birds and the mammals will die because there are no plants for them to eat.
Yeah.
Yep.
After the birds and the mammals die, the animals that eat those animals thus die.
Yeah.
And then, without any animals or plants, humans will die.
Yeah.
Even if we could kill the ants, they would kill us back from their grave. It is impossible to defeat the ants. Until maybe we go to another planet that doesn't need ants. Thanks for watching and listening.
Why do we need ants for plants?
I don't know.
It'd be
actually.
moving like seeds and stuff, right?
Oh, that's what it is actually. It was
Yeah.
that. They make soil.
That's what I said. Yeah, what Jackson said.
Anyway.
Make soil.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Welcome
Ooh.
to How to Be Successful on YouTube by HopCat.
Is that actually your name?
Now, I'm just going to get straight into it, and I'm going to go show you guys the secret in step 1. Be friends with little Z.
That's helped.
With a helpful picture in case you know what a guy looks like.
Like, this is just going to actually be real.
All right, do we have any questions about my TED Talk today?
How do I do that?
No, that's not actually my TED Talk. Today is why you should be doing flips.
What a mix
I got you all. You guys already know how to be successful on YouTube. Also by HopCat.
Not me.
Now, I was thinking about what I should talk about for you guys today, and I thought about what do I get asked on stream all the time, right? Twitch TV/HopCat, by the way. People are always asking me, how do you get a balance of, your work, your life, but also doing lots of exercise? And I always tell them, find something that you enjoy. Because then when you're working out, it doesn't feel like you're working out. So fun is the key here. So today I'm going to be telling you guys why doing flips is not only fun, but also great for your physique and your body, and also has some very handy practical applications that you might not have heard before. So first up, fun. Sorry. What's funny about that?
Just a long pause.
Alright, we know a lot of our audience are gamers, right? We are aware of that.
Yeah.
Think about that feeling you get in a game when you finally overcome a boss, you've been grinding for hours, maybe you get a 1% drop, gives you that dopamine receptor. Now, you got your 1% drops, you might have beaten a hard boss in a game, or you might beat a sweaty Smash player.
That's you.
Yeah,
What if I
he's
told
pretty
you that instead of beating a Dark Souls boss, you learnt how to do a front flip? Instead of posting it in a Discord, getting no reactions, nobody gives a shit,
Yep.
you can show your friend your front flip in person, and they'll probably think you're pretty cool. I'm gonna replace this empty, hollow victory feeling we get from, getting victories in video games, replacing it with real accomplishments, increasing your flipping repertoire. It's addictive. Now, normally we save the term addictive for things that are, things that are bad. Gambling, alcohol, crystal meth,
It's bad.
Underdogs videos. The
Oh,
four most addictive things known to man.
Yeah.
But when you're addicted to something that's good for your body, it's not a bad thing, right? So let's move these addictions away, put it on doing flips.
like meth.
Let's talk about fitness. Now, a lot of the only fitness you guys might know is fitting this whole bag of Doritos in your mouth.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, you guys actually like that one?
Again.
That was good.
Oh, I had a whole explanation as to why it was funny. Anyway,
Please go back. I'm gonna pause the video.
I don't know why it's funny.
all right, can I have a audience member? Can you guys, yeah, thank you, Zach. Now, Zach, what would motivate you to do like 10 crunches, like sit-ups?
Princess Fiona.
Princess Fiona.
I like
Anyone else?
Bring it
What would
around.
motivate you?
Anyone else?
Anyone else? Anyone else?
Money.
Money.
Yeah.
Money?
Like you do crunches,
I
you
think
get
it's
money.
you can have a good body, right?
Now, what if I told you to motivate you to do a crunch? I could just tell you that you were gonna land on your head with a great amount of momentum. That's what a backflip is. Jump up in the air. If you don't do that crunch, you'll land on your head. Perfect motivation for just about anyone. Would that work for you?
Yeah.
I get it.
Would that work for you?
I guess.
It's motivation for everyone. Princess Fiona, money, doesn't matter what your real motivations are. Landing on your head speaks to everyone. So it's motivating you to get fit.
What if you don't jump? Sorry. Yep.
Now you might be thinking, why isn't everyone already doing this? Why aren't we flipping on the couch right now?
I can't.
Apart from that. A lot of people are scared of danger. People think it's kind of scary. They think something like this might happen to them.
Oh.
Well, apparently, between 1990 and 1999, so 9 years, there were 11 trampoline-related deaths in the USA. Sounds a little bit scary, right?
Very scary.
What if I told you that every single year, 1,000 people die due to autoerotic asphyxiation?
Yep.
I don't do that though.
What is
but I do
erotic?
jump on trampolines.
So guys, next time you decide to get the belt out, whip it around your neck, and
Yeah.
crank one out, why don't you just go for the much safer alternative and go to a trampoline park for some nice, safe fun?
Oh, is that like when you
Pretending not to know.
I
Smooth.
didn't.
So the danger really isn't there. Did you? Another danger statistic here. In professional rugby and NFL, out of 1,000 games played at a professional level, there are 75 to 80 injuries. So that means 1 in 12 people every game gets an injury. Imagine if you're at the circus and every 12th acrobat eats shit and dies.
Dies.
It's so much safer than so many other alternatives, but it does, seem scary. So I do understand. It seems scary, but it's not really that bad. Move on to some practical applications. These ones are why you guys should be doing it right now. Great at parties. Weddings will never be the same. You guys have witnessed it.
It's actually true.
Goes off. Instagram likes. Have you ever seen a monument and thought it's a boring as fuck picture?
Yep.
Yeah.
Put someone in front of it doing a flip off it.
Awesome.
Flip off the Eiffel Tower, off the Arc de Triomphe,
So smart.
You only get to do that once.
Makes you way better video. It ups your social media game. Great for YouTube stunts. I have many views based on doing flips. And the final one, impress girls. Not sure if this one works, but let me know once you guys work it out.
No, it does.
So let's go get flipping, guys. That's the end of my TED Talk on why you should all start doing flips right now.
Can you do
Don't
one?
read that. Don't read that.
Oh, you said it.
Peter told me to. Any questions?
Can you do a flip?
No.
Okay.
Can we just watch this
That's the
for?
funniest end to the speech.
No.
No. That's so good.
Right. The second best second best underdog. How to tell with data analysis that Direct Cogger is the second best underdog. Have less. Oh shit. Hang on. Okay. Right. The competition and the rivals. So obviously we've got Peter. He does flipping, jumping, and other athletic feats, so he's pretty good. Jordan plays basketball, does daily uploads, and is slender. That's important. And Zack. Oh, I forgot to do Zack.
What the fuck is that?
So I have to get back to him later.
Text.
Right.
What?
So
What is that? What does that mean?
here's the analysis of me moving up the rankings. So on the 5th of May, the famous We Suck at Sports was released, and I wasn't in it. So fans were like, rubbish, he's the worst underdog. Moved up a spot. The famous Big Win Beer Leaves the Underdogs video is released. Director Cogger is born, and there's hype. And now
Who did you replace?
I am the second best underdog. And here, it's top secret. But if you cheer loudly enough, you might get to find out. How did we go? Fail! You don't get to find out. You need to fill up the cheer scale, and we didn't get that done. Sorry, it's broken now.
It's broken.
Right. So who is the best underdog? Well, please no. Right.
What the fuck am I watching?
So obviously, it might be Jordan, but it's not necessarily Jordan. He's just here for the placeholder, not necessarily the best. I'm not here to discuss who's the best. I'm
how
here
do
to
you know-
discuss the second best.
Who do you feel better than if you don't know who's the best?
Not here to discuss.
Okay, sorry.
Right, so timeline. Begun research about whether I was the best or not. Broke it down. Feasibility report, that was tough. Significant progress until finally the big realization.
When was this?
Wait, what is it?
That I forgot to put in, but that was also today. That was the same day as the rest of them. Right. What did we learn?
What the fuck am I watching?
We learn a lot, obviously. Art is subjective, so it's hard to decide who's your favourite. Just because you think one thing is good doesn't mean another person will think the same. That's a very nice quote, isn't it?
I learned that.
Quote by me. All right. It's okay if Jordan's your favourite underdog. It doesn't matter. Everyone's got a different opinion. There's no right or wrong. What did we learn?
Can you just say that?
Meant to delete that slide, but basically, yeah. So there's the quote. And it's okay.
Until we saw it.
It's Jordan. It's okay if Jordan's your favourite. Okay. Right. What's this? Impact. So because of this survey that I did, we've got more views off the charts.
What?
Who do we survey?
Thanks for watching.
I thought mine was weird, dude.
Off the charts.
No, we gotta keep this guy around.
He's doing big things.
We're not thinking about this.
Is that question time on this one?
Absolutely. I don't know how to. I didn't do a slide for that, but we can go for some
We
questions.
can work it. We can improvise.
What the fuck?
Well, just sort of breaking down who the favourite underdog was, second favourite, and went from there. And as I did the study, obviously I had the big views increase, so you should be happy with that.
Thanks, Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
What did we learn?
Presentation.
We learned about flipping. We learned about Shrek characters and ants. Thanks for watching.
It's okay if my presentation was your favourite.
What the fuck? Oh,
That was
amazing.
terrible.
What do you mean?